class. My name is Kay, your English teacher for grade 9. Thank you for joining me and let's get started. Okay. All right, so today we are doing summary writing. By the end of the lesson, you will learn the purpose of a summary, the features of a good summary, as well as to write your own summary, okay? All right, so what is a summary? When we're talking about summary writing, what is a summary? So a summary is a brief statement of the main topic or main points. So basically a summary is a short overview of the main points of a text, okay? So what is the purpose of a summary? The purpose of a summary is to quickly give the reader or listener an idea of what the text is all about, okay? So a good summary tells the reader enough about a topic for them to decide whether or not they want to read more, okay? So summaries, they have two important features, okay? So the first feature is that they are shorter than the original text, okay? And secondly, they capture the same message as the original text, but without the same words, okay? So you need to remember that the two features of a summary is that they are shorter, same message, but without the same words, okay? So just when you're writing a summary, think of your summary as the lead paragraph in a newspaper article. It must answer all the important questions, such as your who, what, where, when, how, and why. Yes. So you must make sure that it answers all the relevant important questions and keep it short and use your own words. Okay. Don't just repeat what was said. Okay. So now to test your summary skills, in your own words, you'll summarize each of the stanza in our poem, The Twins, okay? And you'll be given a few minutes to have a look at it while writing a summary. Once you're finished, you'll be given an opportunity to share your summary, okay? So remember the poem, The Twins. This is the poem. It's going to be on your screen, okay? So what I want you to do is to summarize each stanza for me, okay? So we have 4 stanzas. So this is stanza 1, and then this is stanza 2, and then this is stanza 3, and then from here to here, stanza 4. So I don't want you to write a lot of things. I just want you to write 1 or 2 sentences, okay? Just 1 or 2 sentences. That's it, okay? And then after that, I will give you guys an opportunity to share your summaries with me, okay? So I'm gonna give you 3 minutes, okay, to have a look at the poem and the stanzas and to also write your 2 or 1 sentences. You can write a single sentence for each stanza, or you can write 2, it depends on you, okay? So I want you to summarize each stanza with 1 sentence or 2 sentences, okay? And I will give you guys 3 minutes. And when you are done, you can just raise your hand so that I can be able to give you an opportunity to share your summary with us, okay? So the red small words, they are just definition of words that I thought that you guys wouldn't understand, okay? Even though I did explain them last week, I thought I should just add them so that everybody is able to understand the poem, okay? So your 3 minutes starts now. If you're not finished, you need more time, you can just let me know, okay? I would like everybody to attempt this exercise. Just a single sentence or 2 for each stanza, okay? Remember, I said you must keep it short and use your own words, okay? Keep it short, use your own words. So basically what you will be doing, you will just let me know what is happening on each stanza using your own words, okay? Stanza 1, then you will let us know what's happening. Stanza 2, explain what is it all about. Stanza 3, the speaker is saying this. If there's anyone who's finished, you can just type on our chat box done or finished. If you are finished, you can just type done, finished, or you can just raise your hand. Okay, you have less than 5 seconds. And we are done. Okay. All right. I see that James is done. Actually, quite a lot of you guys that are done. Okay, I won't be able to give everyone an opportunity to share their answers, okay? So I'll just give a few of you guys. Okay, James, I am going to unmute you and you can share what you wrote for stanza 1. James? Okay, I'm going to try and unmute someone else. Okay, let's see who else is done. Let's see, Shelton is done. Hi, is it Carlton? Okay, what is happening, guys? I'm trying to unmute you guys.
Teacher, just bear in mind that some of the learners might not actually have a microphone on their desktops or laptops. And even though the microphone icon is showing, they will not be able to be unmuted.
Oh, okay, I see that, but it's quite a lot. So I'm wondering if it's the issue on my side, perhaps. Okay, let's see. Is there someone else who would like to share first? Okay, I think I'll unmute Yolanda G.
Charlton is unmuted.
Okay. Hi, Colton.
Eugenia is unmuted.
Sorry, I didn't get the name.
Eugenia is unmuted.
Okay. Hello. Hello.
Eugenia, you can speak. You're unmuted. We can hear the noises in the background.
Okay, can we get someone else? Can I get someone else?
AJ James. James, you are unmuted. You mentioned that you are done. No, he muted himself again, teacher. They don't want to talk.
Okay, I guess everybody is just afraid to share their answers. Guys, please don't be afraid to share your answers with me. In that way, I'll be able to, to guide you into writing a proper summary. Because if you don't share your answers with me, then I do not know where you at in terms of your summarizing skills.
Maybe a learner that wants to share their answer can raise their hand and then we can unmute them.
I did say that earlier on. So guys, if there's anyone who's willing to share their answers, please raise your hand and then we'll pick you to share. Okay. There's no right or wrong answer. I just want to hear how you have managed to summarize each of the stanzas. Okay, guys, I see that you guys are still scared. Let's move on. You can just mark yourselves, okay? So, do I have someone? Okay. So your summary should include the following points, okay? So for stanza 1, or the first stanza, you are going to say that the speaker explains that he looks very much like his brother. So I like that people can't tell the difference between them. Even their friends and family can't tell them apart. So if you had anything similar to what I have, you don't have to have exactly what I have written. So if you have anything similar to what I have, then you are on the right path, okay? I said just a sentence or two. Doesn't have to be a lot, okay? So for the second stanza, you are going to say, when summarizing the second stanza, the speaker describes how their nurse mixed them up so that they were named incorrectly, each getting the other's name. He also suggests that fate may have had a hand in this. So even if you didn't use fate, you used luck, it's still fine, okay? As long as you mention that in the second stanza, they got mixed up by the nurse and they ended up getting incorrect names, okay? Okay, the third stanza, the speaker talks about their school days. He claims that he was punished for his brother's foolishness. He asks everyone what would they do in these circumstances. He asks how they would prove their identity, okay? So if you have anything similar to this, you are also on the right track. You are basically just summarizing what was in front of you, okay? Fourth stanza, the speaker says that his brother married the person he was supposed to marry. Finally, he claims that when he died, they buried his brother instead of him, okay? So I am hoping that you had done something similar to how I have summarized that poem, okay? All right, so it's very important for you to remember that summaries are not a place for your opinions, background knowledge, or personal information, okay? Summaries should only include the main idea and the key points, okay? So the main idea is what the text is about, okay? And then the key points are arguments or information that is used to support the main idea, okay? So your summary should only include the main ideas and key points and not supporting details, okay? So don't add things that are just not part of the text, whether it's an newspaper article or it's a book. Don't add stuff that are just not part of the text, okay? So you only need to focus on the main idea as well as the key points, your opinions and what you as to what you think, as well as the background knowledge and personal information. It is not required. You just need to focus on the main idea as well as the key points, okay? All right. So summary writing is part of exams in grade 9. It amounts to 10 marks in tests and examinations. So it's very important for you to get used to doing summaries because they are part of your exams in grade 9. So this won't be the last time you are being asked to summarize something, okay? You will either be doing some summaries when you are writing tests, but I can definitely assure you for exams, you will come across a summary. So it's better that you practice writing summaries now so that by the time you get to write exams, you won't lose out on your 10 marks, okay? Right, so make sure that you are practicing now in getting that 10 marks for your exams, okay? All right, so what is expected of you during exams for summary writing, okay? So what happens is that you will be given an article or any, you'll be given an article for you to summarize, okay? So what you need to do first is to check the instruction on how long the summary should be, okay? They will let you know whether they want you to write 50 to 70 words, but you need to stick to the number of words that you need to write, the same way that you do when you are requested to write an essay, okay? All right, so after you have been given the article for you to summarize, you read the passage at least 3 times. Make sure you understand the content really well, okay? You underline the main idea or sentence in each paragraph. Okay, I see Bongi raised a hand. Try and unmute Bongi.
Ma'am?
Yes, Bongi.
So those are the things that you will need to write a summary?
Which things? The stuff that I have mentioned earlier on?
Yes.
Okay, so it's things that you need to know. Do you understand?
Yes.
Yeah, it's things that you must just know. The summary, it's going to depend what they decide to give you during exams, but as long as you, sorry?
Yes, I know. They will give us the title.
Yes. As well as the passage that you need to summarize.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, so what is your question again?
No question. I was just asking.
Okay, no, you just need, as long as you need, you will remember that when it comes to a summary, you need to keep it short and use your own words, okay?
Yes.
Don't worry about it. Tomorrow we're still going to have another lesson whereby I will be showing you guys techniques or techniques to use when you are writing a summary, okay? So today is just like a brief introduction on what summaries are, but in terms of writing a proper summary, we'll do that together tomorrow, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right,
Thanks.
then. All right, okay, thank you.
Thanks.
Is there anyone who has a question for me before I continue? Okay, let me just go back a bit.
Yolandi raised her hand.
Okay, Yolanda?
Ma'am, I wanted to ask, are we gonna get penalized if we probably go overboard with the words?
Yes, you need to stick to the required number of words, okay? If they want 70, it needs to be 70. It mustn't be 75.
Oh, okay. By how many marks exactly would we lose if we go over the word count?
But why would you want to go over the word count?
Sometimes it's not because you said our opinions are not like needed, but like sometimes you want to put things into perspective and like use certain words, and some words might go over the word count. So like that's what I'm asking.
Okay, so what happens with that? Remember, when you're writing summaries, we are going to cover that part tomorrow. You first write your first draft, okay? There's a
Yes.
draft that you need to have before you get to your final. So on your draft, that is where you calculate your word count and you see that, okay, I am over by 5 words or 3 words. Try and go over everything again and see what you can subtract in order to have that exact number. It is
Okay.
possible, it is doable. That is why they want you to have that exact number. Okay, so if it means that you had 2 words, you can try and cut those words up and to make up 1 word, but that still means the same thing.
Okay, thank you.
All right, thank you. Okay, guys, it's very important that when you are writing exams, you do exactly as you are being asked. There's a reason why they want what they want, okay? So if you're being asked to write 50 or 70 words, make sure it's 50 or 70 words, okay? Don't go overboard or write less. You don't want to be penalized over such small things, okay? You don't want to lose out marks on things that can be rectified or corrected, okay? So when you are writing your first draft, that is the time whereby you can fix your spelling errors, you can reduce the number of words that you have if you have gone overboard. That is where you double check everything before you can write your final your final summary, okay? So let's just avoid being penalized for small things. If it's something that is totally like fixable, then you should make sure that you fix it, okay? Right. So I said the important features of a summary. They won't ask you what are the important features of a summary. I am just telling you guys for you to use this information, not that they are going to ask you what are 2 important features. They are not going to ask you that, but you just need to know that when you are writing a summary, it is always shorter than the original text, and it has the same message but without the same words, okay? This is for your own knowledge, not for you to remember this for exams, okay? Right. Yeah, as we said, that a summary is a short overview of the main points of a text, okay? So you're basically summarizing what has been said already, okay? All right, as I said with this as well, that keep your opinions to yourself. We don't want to know what you think about the passage that you have been given. Your opinions are not needed, as well as the background knowledge of the passage. It is not needed, and your personal information. Okay, just stick to the main idea of the passage as well as the key points. Okay. It is possible to do so, guys. I know right now it may sound a bit tricky, but I promise you after tomorrow's lesson, you will be writing summary. You'll be writing like a whole lot of summaries because it's just going to be easier and it's going to make sense, okay? All right, as I said that you must check the instructions on how long your summary should be. You must read the passage at least 3 times. Make sure you understand the content really well, because the reason why you need to read the passage at least 3 times, you don't want to start summarizing something that you don't understand, okay? So imagine having to summarize something that you can't even understand yourself, okay? Make sure that you read the passage as many times as you can and make sure that you understand what you're about to summarize, okay, to avoid using unnecessary words and information, okay. Okay, so as you are reading the passage, make sure that you underline the main idea or a sentence in each paragraph, okay? So each paragraph might be talking about something new or introducing a new topic. Make sure you underline the main idea of that paragraph or sentence, okay? Okay. Write a rough draft using your key ideas. Compare your draft to the original text to ensure that all the main points are included, okay? As I have said earlier on, that your rough draft, it's for you to write whatever it is that you want to write, whatever it is that you have underlined or highlighted. And if there are spelling errors, they should be on your rough draft, okay? So in your rough draft, that's where you write your ideas, your main points, and you compare it with the original text, okay? If what you have summarized, does it say the same thing as the text, okay? So once you're done with that, you count the number of words of your summary, okay? Make sure that you always count the number of words of your summary so that you can be able to indicate them once you are done. Okay, so read your summary again and edit it, correcting grammar and spelling mistakes, okay? You will be penalized for spelling mistakes. So make sure that when you are doing your rough draft, that is where you are going to be correcting everything. By the time you write your final, everything has to be on point, okay? Everything has to be proper. Okay, yeah, as I said, by the time you write your neat version, it has to be on point. You can't be having spelling errors or incorrect grammar. And then finally, you write, once you're done writing your final neat version of your summary, write the exact number of words in brackets under the summary on the right-hand side, okay? So I'm sure you learned this in grade 8, okay? Whenever you write your summary, if you're being asked to write a summary of 70 words, you write it, and once you are done, on the right-hand side of your summary, you write the exact number of words, okay, that are required. Right. Okay, so, sorry. So for today, that was just like a brief introduction for you guys regarding how to write summaries. So tomorrow, we will talk more about summary writing. I will give you guys summarizing techniques that you can use when writing a summary. They are going to help you. And also get ready to attempt a grade 9 exam question paper on summary writing. So there's a grade 9 question paper that I have from the previous years. I want you guys to, after the techniques that I will give you guys tomorrow, I want you to attempt writing your own summary using the techniques that I had given you, okay? I might ask you guys to share as well, and I don't want you to be scared. I just want to assist and guide you, okay? So yeah, just be ready for that tomorrow. Have your pen and papers ready. And if there are any questions for me, please let me know before I end the lesson. Is there anyone who has a question? I see that some of you guys, were you able to hear me?
Teacher, no questions at this point. In terms of the sound, your sound came through strong and audible all the time.
Okay.
Yes, there's Yolanda also confirming that your audio came through strong and fine. It
All
might
right.
be that the learners themselves must just check their internet connections. On slow connections, the voice will be the first part that actually disappears.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much, Cody. All right, guys, that's it for today. I will see you guys tomorrow with part 2 of writing a summary, and I'm looking forward to tomorrow. I hope you guys won't be scared to share answers with me. I will see you tomorrow for our next lesson. Okay.